Learn English with your Instill.
Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is John Barker, and I'm so excited to share this journey with you. If you're looking to learn English from the very beginning, you've come to the right place. In this channel, we'll be taking our first step together into the world of English. Whether you're a complete beginner or someone who wants to refresh your skills, I'm here to make learning fun, easy, and effective. We'll explore pronunciation, basic vocabulary, simple phrases, and so much more. I know firsthand how difficult it can be to start learning a new language. When I first began learning English, I was nervous and didn't know where to start, but I found ways to make it exciting and rewarding. That's exactly why I created this channel, to help you feel confident and motivated every step of the way. So, if you're ready to start your English adventure, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Join our community and let's take our first steps together. Remember, learning a language is a journey, and I'm here to make sure it's an enjoyable one. My first step to start learning English was a bit daunting but very exciting. I remember feeling both nervous and hopeful as I decided to take on this new challenge. It all began when I realized how important it was to know English in today's world. Whether it was watching movies, understanding books, talking to people from different countries, or even applying for jobs, knowing English seemed like a key that would open so many doors for me. To start, I looked for simple ways to learn. I started by learning basic words and phrases, practicing them with my family and friends, and repeating them until I felt more comfortable. I also watched children's shows in English because they spoke slowly and used simple vocabulary. I listened to songs and tried to pick out words I knew, and whenever I didn't understand something, I looked it up in a dictionary or asked someone for help. I made a habit of writing down new words and trying to use them in sentences. It wasn't easy at first. I made a lot of mistakes and felt frustrated at times. But I kept going because I knew it was worth it. Each day, I could see myself getting a little better, and that motivated me to keep learning. Eventually, I was able to understand short stories and talk to others in simple conversations. This first step in learning English taught me that with patience and practice, even difficult tasks can be achieved. As I continued my journey in learning English, I realized that every small effort added up and made a big difference. I started to use English in my daily life as much as I could. Simple things like reading signs, menus, and instructions around me in English helped me become more familiar with the language. I also found a language partner who was learning my native language, and we helped each other practice. Talking to someone who was also learning made me feel less alone in my journey and gave me the confidence to try speaking more. I practiced speaking English even when I made mistakes because I knew that making mistakes was a part of learning. Every time I did, I learned something new and became more comfortable with speaking. In addition to speaking, I spent more time listening to English. I listened to podcasts, audio stories, and watched YouTube videos that were made for English learners. These resources taught me not only new words and grammar, but also how to pronounce words correctly and understand different accents. I started to think in English instead of translating from my own language, which helped me think faster when I was speaking. I learned that learning English is not just about memorizing vocabulary, but also understanding how to use those words in real situations. Over time, I became more confident. I could introduce myself in English, ask questions, and express my ideas. It was an incredible feeling when I realized that I could understand a simple story or hold a basic conversation without feeling completely lost. Learning English opened up so many opportunities for me, from being able to read books that were originally written in English to finding new friends from different parts of the world who I could talk to and learn about their cultures. It made me more curious and excited to learn new things every day. My first step to start learning English was challenging, but it also turned out to be one of the most rewarding things I have ever done. It showed me the importance of patience, practice, and never giving up. Now, when I look back, I see how far I have come, and I feel proud of myself. This journey has taught me that learning a new language is a gradual process, but each step, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. As I kept going with my English learning, I discovered that practice was the key to improvement. I began setting small goals for myself, like learning 10 new words a day or watching an English video for 15 minutes every evening. It was amazing how setting achievable targets helped me stay motivated. I also used a notebook where I wrote down new words, phrases, and any sentences that I found difficult to remember. I reviewed these notes every week to reinforce my learning and track my progress. It was encouraging to see how my vocabulary grew over time and how I could use new words in conversations or when writing simple sentences. One of the biggest challenges I faced was building the confidence to speak in front of others. At first, I felt embarrassed about making mistakes or being misunderstood, but I reminded myself that learning a language is all about practice and making mistakes is a part of that. I learned to laugh at myself and not be too hard on my mistakes. With time, I joined English language groups where people practice speaking together. Being in a group of learners like me made me feel more comfortable, and we would help each other with pronunciation or new phrases. These group sessions turned out to be fun and gave me a chance to apply what I learned in a real conversation. Another important part of my journey was reading in English. At first, I started with simple stories and books for children because they used simple language. I would read aloud to practice my pronunciation and listening skills at the same time. As I became more comfortable, I moved on to slightly more difficult material, like short articles or beginner-level books for adults. This helped me pick up more complex grammar structures and new vocabulary. When I came across words I didn't know, I would look them up and write down their meanings. This habit made my reading sessions more enjoyable and educational. Listening was another skill that I focused on. I realized that being able to understand spoken English was just as important as being able to read or write. To improve my listening, I started with slow-paced English lessons and gradually moved on to watching movies or TV shows in English. At first, I would turn on subtitles, but over time I tried to watch without them, which helped me learn to understand spoken English more naturally. Even if I didn't understand everything, I could often pick up the main idea of what was happening. This made me feel proud and motivated to continue learning. I also made a habit of using language learning apps and online tools, which were helpful for practicing grammar and vocabulary. Some of these apps even had interactive games that made learning fun and engaging. I would use these tools for short, daily practice sessions. Even though it might not seem like a lot, these small, daily efforts added up over time and built my confidence and skills. Looking back, the first step I took to start learning English was just the beginning of a long but fulfilling journey. It taught me that with consistent effort and a positive attitude, learning a language is possible for anyone. Now, not only do I feel more confident when speaking and writing in English, but I am also proud of my progress. The journey has taught me that every step, big or small, matters and brings me closer to fluency. Learning English has opened my world to new opportunities, new friends, and new experiences, and I am excited to keep learning and growing. Congratulations on taking your first step toward learning English. Remember, every big achievement starts with a small step, and today, you've made that step. Whether you're learning for travel, work, or personal growth, know that your effort will lead to progress. Stay committed, practice regularly, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to join our growing community. Share your progress and experiences in the comments below. I'd love to hear how you're doing and what challenges you're facing. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. Keep pushing forward, and together, we'll make mastering English not just a goal, but a reality. See you in the next video, and until then, keep learning, keep growing, and stay confident. You've got this.
Thanks for watching. Do like the video, share this to your friend, and don't forget to subscribe my channel.